Right, good morning. Last year I made this unit up here, which if you look at it, I shot many times, just going through the holes, and these are 6.5 holes which I shot yesterday. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to just make up a disc which I can stick on the target down there. Just 4 holes, but 4mm. And so I've got a drawing made up, so I'm just going to cut it out. So once I turn on the machine, it's going to be a bit noisy, okay? So let's turn on the machine and I'll turn this camera around. Right, okay, as you can see, I'm at the laser, and this is the drawing. And you've got 4 little circles, which is 4mm circles, and that's going to be my target for today. And as I say, I'm just using this as a game, you know. When you're shooting targets, you're always trying to shoot that bullseye, and sometimes it don't get there, you know, it misses or it hits it or whatever. But when you treat it as a game, it's completely different. So today I'm shooting with the Beeman, which is a 4.5 pellet, into a 4mm hole. Well, that's what I'm going to try and do anyway, or how close I can get to it. As I say, just treat it as a game. So I'm going to turn the machine on. So I just got to line all this up. What I do first of all is group it all together. Now by grouping it all together, I can then just move it around to where I want it. So I'm going to laser and I'm going to frame it off. Okay, so that looks good, so I can burn it. And it's just smooth, the carbon's just smooth, so just something to burn. I normally pin these down, but I haven't bothered today. You can see the small hole on the top, which is going through right the side of yours. So that didn't take long at all. I just turned everything off, so that didn't take long at all. So you can see the holes. That one didn't really burn through all that well. So let's just poke these through. So that one didn't poke through all that well, so I just have to twist it to break it off. Oops, that's... Right, okay, so that's the target. And just there is a 177 pellet. Just showing you that the pellet will not go through that hole. The head is 4.5 against a 4mm pellet, so you can see it's not going to go through unless I push it. Okay, so that's the target. Whether it works or not, I don't care. It's a target which gives me good practice to shoot at. Now, as you know, the Beeman is quite temperamental in the way it shoots, but when it's on target, when it's accurate, it's absolute accurate rifle. Be interested to see what it's going to be like. Do I put masking tape? Yeah, I would. I do the same what I did yesterday. As I say, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, either I'm going to hit it or miss it, but it really makes no difference. So that's the masking tape, and it's just a game, you know. So we're going to put that up and get to the table. So I'll see you later on. Right, okay, good morning again. The target's up, if you just look down there. So these are full of mill holes, and I'm using the Beeman, which is a 4.5 pellet, 177. Now, myself personally, I found when I'm shooting targets, you're always trying to shoot that bullseye, and because it's in the back of your mind, you know, you're scoring points, it can sometimes play tricks, but when you're shooting a target like this, it's a game, you know what I mean? And when you play a game, your mind acts in a different way, you know. Well, I hope it acts in a different way, because I'm going to shoot it, you know. Not necessarily am I going to get spot on, but how close can I get to it? That's the main thing. Cool. Yeah. The main thing is how close I can get to it, yeah. So you're not thinking about scoring points. It's just a game, you know what I mean? And this is what I was trying to explain yesterday. It weren't advice I was giving yesterday, it was just a suggestion you can try, you know. Now with the Beeman, I don't hold my hand under because I've got this unit here which will raise and lower it. So yesterday when I was using my fist to raise and lower the rifle, I don't have to do it with the Beeman. The reason is I would have to stand the bipod up so high to get my hand under where the pistol grip is, and of course the weight of this rifle, which is quite heavy, make my hand numb. I've tried it and yeah, it certainly made my hand numb. Yeah, good comments yesterday, not many likes. You know, really don't know what people want, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. Anyway, let's load in. And my eye's still the same, watering, you know, so right, okay, so we're going to go for the top one, I think. And when I was repairing the Krell bipod, I also tightened this one up, so this one should be really steady, because being a heavier rifle, the weight is pushing down, so it should be more steady than what the Crow is. As I say, it's only at the table now, and I'm not pushing my shoulder in, I'm just resting again on the butt. I think no, instead of taking the top one, I'll take the bottom, I think. And that's the trouble, when you change your mind, the shot normally goes a little bit wrong, you know what I mean? As I say, we're not playing for points, we're just playing a game. Right, okay, so I'm off safety, I'm recording, and we're going to go for this first little hole. As I say, the Beeman is temperamental, so I just got to see where the pellet goes. And if I need to readjust, I can. But then, as I said the other day, we rely on three things. We rely on, we depend on ourselves, the way that we shoot, and the zero of the scope. But most important is the pellets you're using. And we all know the pellets can go anywhere, you know what I mean? Don't make no difference how good the zero is. At the end of the day, it's where the pellets go, you know what I mean? Oh, I just saw a squirrel. He looked at me and darted away. Anyway, right, okay, so we're going for the bottom one. And that shot a little bit left, just a shade high. So that's I mean, really, that's very good. I'll go for another shot, but I'm going to come down just slightly to the right, low. Oh, and that shot way high. See it? And that's how temperamental this gun is. Yeah, or it's a pellets, So I'll do the same. So that's 3 shots on. That'll be 3 shots on this lower hole. And that's almost, well, no, that's right beside it. Right, okay, so now we're going to go for the right hand one. So I'm just judging where I've got to aim. So I've got to just come slightly low to the right. And that's it, that's straight in that hole. So a 4.5 pellet's just gone in a 4mm hole. And that's judging where I have to shoot after those 3 shots. Not saying I can do it all the time, because we've got to rely on these pellets to fly true, But that is one good shot. So we can come over to the other one now, on the other left hand side. The same, a little bit low to the right, and that shot way high, see it, to the left. So we'll do it again. You can see where I'm aiming, and that's gone through, that's in the hole. As I said, you can always compensate for where you're shooting after seeing a couple of shots, you know what I mean? Of course, the best shot there was that right hand hole, first shot straight through, yeah. Yeah, as I say, I wasn't giving advice because I'm not in a position of giving advice. You know what I mean? There's much more. Well, they're better shooters than I am out there. I can only suggest things what I do to compensate different things. You know what I mean? In a way of shaky or aiming off or whatever. And as I say, if you don't try, you don't know. So it's well worth trying something new. Don't change the way the way you shoot, the way you really hold a rifle or whatever. You know, just try little things like not digging the rifle into your shoulder or whatever. You know. Really, it's just down to watching where that pellet's going, because we can't rely on true pellets. Oh, squirrel's back. Right, okay, so we're going for the top one now. I should have made more holes really, shouldn't I? But anyway, this is just right. I'm aiming off slightly. I'm aiming off slightly low to the right. Okay, and we'll see where this pellet goes. That went high, see it? Okay, so really I've only got one good shot first time, and that's that middle right, yeah. Right, try it again. And that's gone straight through the same pellet hole. And if that's the case, I have to come down a bit lower, because it's in line with the hole. So a little bit lower, and that's almost there. See, it just came over to the right. So I didn't have the crosshair in the right place. And that shot way high, see it? As I say, you've got to rely on pellets. Pellets, I don't know, a lot of people, when they see that, the way the pellets are gone, they naturally presume it could be a dirty barrel, which, yes, it could be a dirty barrel. Right, okay, so we're going to go for this pellet mark there. See, I might have to change the vertical colour. Right, I'm on black, so I'm going to go for that pellet mark, and I'm going to aim directly at it and see what happens. And I can't remember if I've loaded in. Okay, so we'll go for the top hole first. Right, I was loaded in, okay. And of course that went straight through whatever hole there was. Right, okay, so we're going to go for that small pellet hole there. And that shot way up, see it? So we'll try it again. And that was the last shot anyway. Alright, let's hope this magazine's better, you know. And that shot high. And that shot way high again up there. I can't even put it down to pellets really. And that shot way high. So what I'm going to do is guess. You know, from here it's like a ½ inch high, so I'm going to come down to about there. And that shot a little bit low. And that shot high. Well, maybe the other day when, I don't know what tin of FT pellets these are, but the other day when I shot 2 tins, you know, I can't remember, the day before yesterday, they shot virtually the same, although there was a slight difference. So maybe my friend who said the 0 was out was shooting with these pellets, these ones. I still can't make out why there's 2 open tins. Anyway, the main purpose with this was to shoot through the hole, which I did on that second hole, that one there. Yeah, you can call it a lucky shot. Most probably was a lucky shot, but you know, especially the way the pellets are flying. But it really makes no difference, you know. But you can see if you was on a bullseye target, I can understand why people would get frustrated when they're going after points. There's a small hole up there, see it? So I'm going to come down what I think is about ½ inch. I don't know where that pellet went. It has to be gone in one of those holes up there. But I'll try again. And that shot dead straight. Hit me. Right, so that can be my marker for that top pellet, for that pellet there, that pellet hole there. This is my marker. I don't know. But you can understand why you have to rely on pellets when you're shooting. Yeah, one good shot. Well, 2 good shots really. That bottom hole, the pellet went in on the second shot, and that hole there, the pellet went in on the first shot. And of course I don't want to shoot that pellet mark because that's a perfect shot. So what we can do is go for this bottom hole. I'm going to aim directly at it, and as you can see, my crosshairs are perfectly still after repairing this this bipod as well. I didn't repair it. All I done was took it apart, stuck an extra washer in and tightened everything up. Right, okay, directly at the hole. Now I don't know where that pellet went, whether it went in the hole or what, or beside it. So I'm going to try and clip the bottom of the paper. And that shot high. Apart from wasting pellets, as I say, just treat it as a game and see what happens. So I'll go back to where I was, and that was very close, but not close enough. So it's the pellets are just shooting where they want to go. And that's almost in that bottom hole, just at the side of it. And this is what I mean, you just keep on trying. Without trying, you don't know. Okay, you're wasting a bit of money in a way of pellets, but if the pellets are that bad, it makes no difference. You either do two things, keep on shooting them or throw them away, you know what I mean? Right, I'm going to aim directly at it. Oh, last shot, okay. That's the trouble with the Beeman, it don't lock out. Right, okay, so we're 20 minutes in, and yeah, as I say, we've got one good shot. One absolutely perfect shot on that 4mm hole, which is now a 4.5 hole. Very good. Well, if you enjoyed this video, just give the thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you on the next shoot. See you later. Bye.